Are we live? Are we live? Are we live? Chat, are we live? Let me share my screen again so chat can look at Twitter with us. Are we live? That's my OBS.
Yes, we are live. I'm just going to throw my camera this direction. A little bit of technical stuff here real quick for a second. That way you guys can still see me up here.
Look at this inception.
Because King doesn't
There
have
we go.
King doesn't have a webcam just yet for his computer. King just recently got a computer, so there's that.
Yay, new PC. Chat, do I sound okay? Can chat hear me? Can
Yeah,
you hear
chat should
me?
be able to hear you. I can hear you fine.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, we're good. I think we're good.
Chat, welcome back to the podcast that we definitely do every 2 times a week, and we never ever take breaks from this podcast
Yo,
ever. I
what's
don't know
up,
what you're
drummer?
talking
What's
about.
going on, my dude? Yeah, we're back on the podcast, so everything's kind of a little bit slow starting out here, but we're getting back into the groove of it. We've got a lot to talk about. I should say we got a lot to talk about. I mean, we only know so much tonight. AJ Styles is returning. We've got CM Punk on Raw tonight. We've got Bayley and Lyra Valkyria going at it for a Elimination Chamber qualifying match. Logan and Rey Mysterio going at it for an Elimination Chamber qualifying match. And then we've got Liv and Raquel taking on Io Sky and the returning Dakota Kai because she has been injured. So she is back.
Yep.
And we'll definitely have stuff going on in the Discord, stuff like that as well.
Now, do we want to get into the matches first? Do we want to get into the matches first, or do we want to talk about
We can talk about
all of these releases?
We should save that for last. We'll talk about that last, if that's cool. But definitely keep that up. That way we got an idea on what we're doing there.
Yep. So
let's see here. Rey Mysterio is battling Logan Paul Elimination Chamber qualifying match. Lyra Valkyria Bayley to Clyde Elimination Chamber qualifying match. AJ Styles returns to Monday Night Raw. Dakota Kai and Io Sky versus Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. CM Punk gears up for WWE Elimination Chamber. So I know we just went over that already, but I think we're gonna go ahead and talk about
AJ
Styles. So AJ Styles has returned to the Royal Rumble and he is on Raw. So he was on SmackDown previously, and since his return, he's going to be showcasing on Raw now on Netflix. So it's going to be interesting to see what he's got to say, see what's going on here as far as what his next move is, what his goal is as far as championship wise, because I'm sure he's going to want to go for a championship. You know, everyone at some point wants to go for a championship, but we're going to see what he's got in store and what his motive is since he's back.
Yep. I like his entrance music. It's his old entrance music. I love it.
Are they using the old entrance music again?
Yeah, they're using the old entrance music. Yeah, they did that at a Royal Rumble. People are saying it should be Penta versus AJ Styles tonight.
Penta versus AJ Styles. That would be a good match.
Yeah.
That'd actually be a really good match.
Yep. What else are they saying? Why are y'all posting this? Everyone's just saying phenomenal. What did I just do? Chad, I'm still learning
what was his last match? When I know he fought LA Knight. He was doing some feuds with LA Knight there for a bit before. But I don't know what his last feud was. Was it Royal Rumble?
It was his last feud was gonna be Carmelo Hayes.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was recent because it was on SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
Like not like super recent, but you get what I mean.
The house that AJ Styles rented.
It's not like he's been gone like Alexa Bliss was or anything. Like her return was definitely, you know, a surprise.
A much bigger pop.
Yeah, of course. Becky Lynch would have been another one that would have been good to bring back, but I feel like I don't know if she's ready to come back or if they're just doing this like waiting thing, and then her pop's gonna be crazy too. I don't know. I feel like Becky Lynch is gonna eventually return at some point this year.
Maybe. I'm hoping. I'm hoping. Well, I actually kind of hope Asuka
Maybe
returns
it'll be
more.
Elimination Chamber or something.
Maybe.
But I wouldn't see her being in the Elimination Chamber though.
Yeah.
I wonder who's starting Raw tonight. Would it be AJ Styles?
It'd probably be CM Punk, honestly.
Yeah, probably. You're probably right.
Speaking of CM Punk, chat, let's talk about the voice of the voiceless.
Yeah, we can throw up CM Punk too.
So
there ain't really much to talk about AJ because we don't really know like his motive or anything yet until after like tonight. We don't know what his plan is or what he's got going. We just know he returned to the Rumble, and he's on Netflix on Raw now. So, and he was previously on SmackDown. And other than that, we'll just have to wait and see what his game plan is.
Yeah.
So,
dude, I hate that. Like,
best in the world, CM Punk. He's gonna be on Raw tonight. I don't know exactly what he's going to be talking about, but he qualified after Sami Zayn and there's a match last week. He might possibly talk about Kevin Owens coming in at the end and taking out Sami Zayn. So I don't know exactly what all he's going to get into, but I know he's definitely going to talk about Elimination Chamber and probably about how he's going to win and possibly talk about the Sami Zayn Kevin Owens situation. And maybe he'll get involved with Kevin Owens before Elimination Chamber. I don't know what's going to end up happening.
Dude, but so many people are saying it's going to be Sammy versus KO. It's going to be a triple threat match between Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns.
At WrestleMania, you think?
And yeah, and you know, there's Jey Uso versus Gunther, and there's Drew McIntyre against Damian Priest. Honestly, dog, this sounds like the worst. This sounds like the worst WrestleMania I've seen ever. This sounds so bad.
I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah. Wonder how that sounds. So, yeah, do I still sound
CM Punk will probably end up starting off Raw tonight.
Yeah, he always starts off Raw.
Yeah.
I need to get Netflix.
Let's go ahead and talk about let's throw up one of the matches here. Properties.
Which match?
Let's go ahead and talk about the Lyra Valkyria and Bayley match.
All right. Bayley's really busy this week. She is
NXT last week as well.
Yep. She's doing the match tonight. She has NXT tomorrow night. Then she has the NFL celebrity charity match on Friday, and then on it's either Saturday or Sunday is Vengeance Day. So she's busy this week.
You could go to are you in my post thing?
I think so.
I think it's on your homepage.
I'm not gonna click on my homepage.
I don't blame you. Twitter be wildin'. But yes,
dude, if you saw my
Women's Intercontinental Champion Lyra Valkyria is going to be taking on Bayley tonight in a qualifying match to determine who's going to be going to Perth, or not Perth. It's last year was Perth, Toronto this year.
Yeah. So someone asked me.
They already did an event in Toronto recently, didn't they? Like a few months ago, if I'm correct.
Survivor Series, but it wasn't Toronto.
Yep.
It was in Canada, but it wasn't Toronto. I forgot what it was. Money in the Bank was in Toronto.
Yep.
What was I gonna say?
Definitely a place for POEs for sure.
Yep. Someone asked me a very good question the other day, and that was that Will the women's Midgard championships be defended at WrestleMania?
I don't know.
I think that is actually a very good question because these titles have not been defended once. They they've barely been shown on TV, and honestly, I feel like that's just the curse of a lot of women's championships. But I digress. So the question remains: will these championships be good enough to be held at WrestleMania?
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure they'll be on the line with someone, but I don't know. Yeah, I see what you mean. They'll be worthy of WrestleMania. They will be. And I think that's another reason why they made SummerSlam 2 days. Because that's another thing this year. SummerSlam's going to be 2 days as
Mm-hmm.
it is with WrestleMania.
Yep.
So that's something to look at too. Maybe that's why they made it that way, because they're looking at more champion matches too. Championship matches.
I definitely think Chelsea Green will be defending her title. They just have to drag out
She's
this
not going to have
Meechin
it very
versus
long though.
BFAB. Yeah, they just got to drag out this Meechin and BFAB versus Piper
I know, I'm
Niven and
tired of
Chelsea
seeing that
Green
every week. It's
match.
like the whole Andrade
I
situation
know.
and Carmelo Hayes all over again. They fought for what,
Like,
7 weeks straight every Friday?
yeah, like dog. Uh, WWE, give
That
us
was
something
boring.
new.
Because
You
I
know
saw
what they
that at
should
the
do?
SmackDown August 2nd, the night before SummerSlam. That was their first
You
match
know,
that they did
you know
together.
what they should do?
At least on SmackDown.
They should have a wrestler from NXT come over to the main roster to challenge her for the United States Championship at WrestleMania.
You think so? You think that would be good?
Yeah, I think that would actually be sick. But it's got to be like Roxanne Perez or something because they're not just going to choose like a random wrestler like Sol Ruka to come up and be like, I'm going to challenge for that because everyone knows they're going to lose. So
Right.
they need to pick. I feel like they want to do this right. And I feel like an NXT wrestler would be perfect for Chelsea Green or Lyra Valkyria. And the winner like whoever this person is, it's got to be like, oh, this person has a chance of winning. They could be the next main event. You
Exactly.
you can't just choose like Alba Fire and be who hasn't been on TV in a couple weeks. You can't just choose Alba Fire and be like, yeah, she's good enough. You need
Right.
to pick. You need to pick someone like Roxanne Perez or Shotzi.
Yeah, that would be good picks too.
Hmm.
Shotzi, she's been on what? NXT recently? That's where she's been
Yeah,
at?
she returned to NXT like a couple months ago. She's part of a tag team. She's actually going to challenge for the Women's North American Championship at Vengeance Day. I think I can find that
So, who
Twitter
do you think's going to win this
post
match
or somewhere.
tonight between Bailey and Lyra?
Between Bailey and
I bet
Lyra, I
Bailey
think
wins this match because Lyra's got her title already and she'll probably end up feuding with someone. You know what I mean?
you know that is fair. However,
But
I feel like I I feel like who's qualified? It's like Bianca Belair, Liv Morgan, and Alexa Bliss. I
yeah.
feel like just adding Bailey to this match, she is like a champion. Why is my Alexa going insane? Like she has been she has been a champion before, and she's had some beats with Michael Cole. But I feel like to have the match be like a wow factor,
Hmm.
you gotta add Lara Valkyria.
Yeah.
I also feel like they're hyping up a tag team elimination chamber match.
Hmm.
Because especially with the SmackDown brand, we're seeing all these tag teams like clashing together. DIY, Motor City Machine Guns, the Street Profits, Pretty Deadly,
And we don't see them much,
Legado
like the
del
Street Profits
Fantasma.
anymore.
Yeah, and I feel like no, never mind.
They should be a
I'm not
tag
gonna talk
team
about
right
that
now.
last
They
one.
should have some championships.
Who? Sorry.
Street Profits.
Yeah, Street Profits need to be tag team champions again. I feel like I feel like they are building up to an Elimination Chamber tag team match, which would be great because they need to push these titles more.
Yeah, because
In
they're
my
kind of
opinion,
just boring runs right now.
yeah. The women's division is generational talent. Mind you, tonight is the first Raw that will have more than one women's match since the debut on Netflix. And
What the heck?
They're calling out Triple H for not pushing the women's division. Can we have Shawn Michaels work on uh Raw and SmackDown, please?
All right,
Because
next
if you've
match.
seen the if you've seen the women's division on NXT, it's so much better than SmackDown or
Oh,
Raw.
I agree with you on that. Definitely. The women's division is definitely better in NXT.
Yeah.
That's the best for the women, at least right now. Everything on like
Uh,
the main like Raw and SmackDown just seemed like, I don't know, too slow or something. I don't know.
they need to push stuff more. They keep. I don't know why, but Triple H is just so bad at this. I I feel like they need to switch Shawn Michaels with Triple H for the divisions.
That would be
Like
insane.
have Shawn Michaels be the creative for Raw and SmackDown, and have um, Triple H be the creative for NXT. That would be so much better
So Logan Paul
than just
and Rey Mysterio are going at it.
yes.
Let's see here.
Elimination Chamber
So Logan
qualifying
Paul
match.
helped. So basically, last week Logan Paul came out and distracted Dragon Lee and Rey Mysterio, which caused them the match. So
Let's let's be honest. Logan Paul's winning this match.
probably, but
Let's,
I feel like Rey might still win it as well, just for the nostalgic fact that Cena's in there. You know. I
I
don't know.
mean,
I feel like it
yeah.
would make more sense for Rey Mysterio to be in it, but then again, you're probably right. Logan is going to win the
Mm,
match.
Logan gets pushed way too hard. I don't get it.
Yeah. So if they had like
There's no
Cena
way.
and
Sorry,
Punk is
but there's
already
like
in there,
no
so
way. Yeah, there's like no way WWE somehow convinced Netflix that Logan Paul is a good person.
I don't know.
Because, dog, his controversy since Logan Paul left during SummerSlam has just been on and on and on and on. It hasn't
Yeah.
stopped.
No, I agree with you on that.
So there's no way they convinced Netflix that Logan Paul is a good guy. That's impossible.
I don't know. The Paul brothers have been on Netflix here and there, like with the fights, and I don't know.
Oh my god, did you see Logan Paul's gonna fight Jake Paul?
Yeah, I think it's on like Hulu or something. I don't know.
It's on HBO Max.
Or HBO, that's what it was.
Yep. I don't know, I'd watch that.
Yeah. It'd
Yeah,
be
just to
interesting. I
see.
think Jake will probably win though if they're actually boxing. Like
Yeah, that's the only reason I
actually
want to
boxing each
watch,
other.
just to see. Yeah, I just want to see Jake Paul beat the living shit out of his brother.
Well, Jake has more experience with the boxing, you know what I mean? Logan
Yeah.
has fought like in boxing before, but he hasn't taken it as like Logan's taking the WWE thing as Jake is taking his boxing thing, you know what I mean? Like it's two different worlds, two different aspects, you know? I
Well,
mean, Logan did fight, Mayweather, this,
KSI.
that, but in KSI,
Oh,
but it wasn't like he had the motive to keep pushing himself to do that and work to train on that, you know? So like it's gonna be
yeah.
interesting to see what happens because if he's in the WWE aspect right now, what's he doing in the background? Is he training for this fight or is he You know what I mean?
That is true. That yeah, thinking about it now, with the stuff Logan Paul is doing behind the scenes, it kind of makes me think: can he do an Elimination Chamber in Toronto? I mean, Bailey's doing all four like events this week. So I don't know. I feel like Logan Paul is the kind of guy that doesn't give a fuck about WWE and is just there for the money.
No,
But
I think that's just his motive. I don't think that has anything to do behind the scenes. I think he's genuinely like not there. He don't really need the money, obviously. He's got Prime and all this other stuff, but I think
oh
it's
yeah,
just
hundred
more for the
percent.
fame and to really, I don't know. I mean, he is good at what he does. I mean, his heel thing or whatever. He does get booed.
He's
That's, whether you're getting wooed or booed, you're still getting the
he's
reaction of the crowd.
he, he's good at being a heel. He's good in the ring. Everything else, fuck you.
But yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. I don't know. I feel like Ray would be a better choice just because it would be like a throwback to have all
Well,
the
if that's
oldies in there,
true,
and then you got
then
Drew McIntyre just Claymore and everybody.
oh yeah, it's gonna be so funny. Dude, the way Drew's been being
I feel like
booked
they're gonna
these
make
past
Drew be
2 weeks,
last.
it better and Drew better win. There's been talk about Drew facing Cody at WrestleMania, but then what's gonna happen to Damian?
I
Just
don't
gonna
know.
put Damian on the shelf for a
Yeah,
couple of
just
weeks.
put Campione up on the shelf.
hmm
I mean,
I,
that's kind of how I
I,
feel they've been doing with him lately. I feel
yeah,
like they're just kind of at a dead end road with Damien at the moment.
I don't know what they're gonna do with either
And Otis
wrestler,
and like
but um,
Maxine, like they don't have anything to do with them or Tozawa.
I, dog, I feel
They're just
like
there.
the I feel like Alpha Academy is there for commercial purposes, and that's it.
Yeah, and like a little cut behind scenes or something. That's about it.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, they're great. I love
I mean,
those
but it
two.
kind of seems like it's
Maxine's,
like this every time it gets close to WrestleMania. They kind of have some people that they kind of let go,
yeah,
and they just don't
Maxine's
really have anything to do with them.
Maxine's performance at the Royal Rumble was actually outstanding. But like they need to push her more, and that's why I'm so upset with Elektra Lopez. Like these wrestlers have the potential to become big stars, especially Elektra Lopez. She's like a powerhouse. Did you see her match?
Yeah,
Um, where she won
I've watched her
where it was like
wrestle
a triple
before.
threat? Yeah, you just need to give these wrestlers the opportunity to do their job, and you don't give them the opportunity to do their job. It's like that Corey
Oh, hold up.
Graves thing. What?
I was going to show you guys. Let me turn that down a little bit. So
Turn what
this
down?
was
Is it on stream?
yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
like
I have a stream.
this was the event I
Yeah,
went
that
to.
was the match. I remember
But
that
you
you
find
did go to this
Natalia.
event. You did go to this event.
Yeah, there was a lot that went on in this event. I saw some NXT people, Von Wagner, Natalia won that. And then it started Jey Uso, and then Drew came out and started talking crap about Jey Uso and how he eats and this and that.
hmm Oh, yo, it's Drew McIntyre. Beat his ass, Drew. Beat his ass.
I think Drew did win that match.
Good.
All right, let's see here.
I think that's it.
We got one more match,
Oh,
and
it's
then we
Damage
can.
Control versus Judgment Day, right?
Yeah, Dakota
right?
Kai. Yeah, Damage Control versus Judgment Day, as you want
Yeah.
to say, I guess.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Who do you think's gonna win this match? I'm sure there's gonna be other stuff that's gonna come up into play. Like we're gonna have um, Drew McIntyre talking at some point. I'm sure. Um, there's gonna be a few other matches that are gonna go in between the five things that
Yeah.
we were talking about, because that's not all matches, anyways.
Oh, you know what's gonna happen? I bet like a bunch of women's wrestlers are gonna get involved somehow, and it's gonna set up for a women's tag team elimination chamber match. Oh, but that wouldn't make
Yeah,
sense because Liv is already in the elimination chamber match.
yeah, she's already in
That
there.
wouldn't make sense because who would Raquel's partner be?
I don't know.
I mean, I feel like that's something they should do though. Give the give the women's tag titles a chance to shine and
Hmm.
do like a women's tag team elimination chamber match.
Right.
So like you get like Metaphor from NXT, of course the tag team champions. You get Chelsea Green and Piper Niven. Meechin and BFAB would be a cool one.
Yeah, Michin and
Uh
B-Fab.
yeah. Who else? What's that one team? Katana Chance and who's that one team that appears on WWE every couple months?
I don't know.
I don't know. Those two and some other ones, I'm sure.
Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez are probably going to win this match, though.
Probably.
And then Dakota Kai, she's back. She was injured. So this is her first match back since the past couple weeks. She's been out.
Yep.
But other than that, that's basically a wrap on Raw. I mean, we don't really have anything else other
I
than matches that are going to
dude,
start, and then we're going to talk about some things here.
I forgot I forgot Stone Cold Steve Austin had a podcast called the Broken Skull Session. I
I would say,
completely
wait,
forgot.
whoa, 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 don't show that.
Don't? Okay.
No.
Sorry. Sorry.
Yeah, that
Sorry.
would get us in trouble. Because we're restreaming something, basically.
Okay. So the first thing we should talk about is this bullshit. Like for those in chat that don't know, a total of I believe it's like yeah, I believe it's like 11 wrestlers. A total of 11 wrestlers have been released from WWE as of Friday. With the other one being Elektra Lopez, which was confirmed yesterday.
That's so
So
crazy.
So that's insane because there could be more releases that we didn't know about. What's funny is it's not funny, but Elektra Lopez was literally on SmackDown that night, so they waited until she literally clocked out to tell her she's cut. That's insane.
Yeah, I don't understand what all happened there, but they released so many people.
For those of you wondering who are released and haven't
Blair
seen social
Davenport,
media
that's pretty
yet,
crazy that they did that too.
yeah. Uh, So let me read this to all you guys, just so you know. As of last night, about 10 or so wrestlers from Raw, SmackDown, and even NXT have been released. There's so many reasons for these releases, with the top one being that TKO could be looking to cut extra weight of unused talent so they aren't using so much money on these superstars. Another reason is to make room for NXT stars later on the main roster, especially since the NXT roster is on fire right now with the show getting hundreds of thousands of views. We could hope to see these wrestlers on TNA or another promotion sometime once the 90 days are up. Sonya Deville will be a free agent sooner, as the wrestler was released. As the reason she was released was because she didn't want to renew her contract in the first place. So the people that were released were AOP, which was a tag team on Raw.
Yeah, that was the people that IPA, APA, or whatever R-Truth was trying to say. The Miz and them were gonna fight. It's so funny.
Paul Ellenring, which was the enforcer or something for AOP. I don't know. SmackDown's Blair Davenport, which I feel is such a disappointment.
Yeah,
Because why
that's
have her?
definitely a disappointment for sure. Hopefully she goes to like TNA or something, because that would fit in perfect there.
Yeah. NXT Cedric Alexander, which is also a disappointment. I feel like he's the Apollo
Cedric,
Crews.
yeah, like Cedric, I've seen him
NXT.
before. He was at my very first WWE event.
Well,
He goes way
NXT could
back.
go over to AEW and join the Hurt Syndicate on AEW. So, Raw's Sonya Deville, which I mean, Sonya Deville apparently wanted to leave the company anyways. So, NXT's Lyra Dawn, which is confusing because she's part of a tag team.
Anyways, they just threw her in with freaking Shayna and Zoe.
Dude, they better not release Shayna.
For them. They fought the same people like every week.
Shayna should have won the championship.
Yeah,
Lyra Dawn,
she will still in the future.
Hopefully. Lyra Dawn confirmed her release via her Instagram. So she was probably like Elektra Lopez that was released after SmackDown, but just didn't. But WWE didn't dare to tell anyone. By the way, the 5 wrestlers I mentioned before this were confirmed by WWE. Everything else after these 5 were confirmed via social media or leaks from Fightful Select. If you guys want to see anything, you guys can join the
Discord. Link is in the chat. And you guys see all this stuff for yourself. King does all this. He puts this all together.
Yep. SmackDown's Giovanni Vinci, which people are saying is a huge upset because, like, you give him 2 losses in 6 seconds and go like, yeah, you're done. They didn't give him the potential he needed, and he had the chances of being a good wrestler, but they didn't see it in him. There's some people saying that the reason he was released was because he hit on Tiffany Stratton, and Tiffany Stratton
really?
is
That would
dating.
be the reason?
Yeah. Tiffany Stratton's dating Ludwig Kaiser. So yeah. And NXT's The Good Brothers, which is also confusing because one of the Good Brothers is out on injury. And that's something WWE doesn't do. They don't just release wrestlers when they're out on injury. So people are heavily confused on why the hell that happened. Also, apparently one of the Good Brothers is like a veteran or something. Let me look this up. Who are these two? Luke Gallows. Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, he was part of the Gallus brothers or whatever.
Yeah. And then yesterday, Sunday, they announced, PW Insider announced that Elektra Lopez was released as well. So let me read this as well. On Friday, many wrestlers were released from WWE due to budget cuts and to make room for future WWE stars from either NXT or WWE ID. However, it seems the releases are not stopping. Elektra Lopez of Legado del Fantasma has been released on Friday as well. According to PW Insider and according to WrestleMania video, I watched earlier today, it is possible these releases will continue to happen within the following weeks, maybe months. So let's see what happens in the next few weeks. This means this is not over. This is not over.
Is Jordan Grace going to be coming? She's going to SmackDown. Is she going to be making a debut soon?
She's going to NXT.
I thought it was SmackDown.
I think it's NXT.
Oh, it
But
might be
they did
NXT.
say
You might
they
be
did
right. It
say
might
that.
be NXT.
I think they
Maybe
said
that's
that on
why I'm
NXT.
thinking different. But yeah, that is definitely crazy that they're releasing all these superstars and not really giving us an explanation, you know?
NXT.
Okay,
NXT.
NXT.
Yep. Uh, Jordan Grace has entered the Women's Royal Rumble at number 19. She put forth an impressive performance and eliminated Jada Parker before eliminating the NXT Women's Champion Julia. Her involvement with two popular names on the development brand could signify what's next for the former TNA star. Fun fact: Jordan Grace had an OnlyFans.
What the
That's
heck?
a true
Yeah, I
fact.
seen that. I just
Yeah,
seen
and it
that just
was
now on my Don't Find a
yeah
Link
in
on my
WWE.
Facebook.
Yeah, WWE forced her to terminate it because they have strict rules on what social media platform you can be on. So, yay. Good for the kids.
Well,
Now I can do the research now. Fuck you, Age Black.
all right, bub. I think we should wrap it up, my dude. At least for tonight.
Alright.
We will see what Friday brings. There wasn't a lot of like
Yeah.
topics to talk about, but there was, you know what I mean? Like as far as matches goes, there's not really a lot that we know. We'll obviously find out more once Raw starts, what all matches kind of get feuded in. But other than that, I mean, it's CM Punk talking, and then we're gonna have CM Punk and AJ Styles is going to be returning, which he was on SmackDown before he returned, so he's on Raw now. So we'll hear from him and see what he's got planned, see what he's got his mind set on, what his future holds, and what he's going to be going for. Because I'm sure he's going to want to go for a championship.
When was the last time we did a podcast? When was the last time we
2
did
months
this?
ago.
11/15. So that's 4 months ago.
That's so crazy.
I mean, we never miss a podcast episode. What are you talking about, Chad? We never miss a podcast episode.
It happens.
We've been here every week. We've been here every 2 times a week.
Yeah, we just ghosted. I'm just joking.
Yeah.
We're back. All right. Do you want to do the outro?
I can try. My voice hurts, but I can try.
All right.
Follow us on socials. I am on Instagram, TikTok. My Snapchat's for friends only. Don't follow me. I'm on YouTube, Twitch, and I feel like I'm missing one, but I don't care. Dylan is on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. He has the second channel, which you all are currently watching. You can check out his first channel. He has the Discord. What else are you on, Dylan?
Basically everything.
Basically everything. He has merch. Check out his merch. And you can join this server, which is and you can take a look at WWE recaps and news. You can share clips and photos. Yep. Y'all can get confirmed matches. Yeah. Y'all can get confirmed matches whenever I feel like posting them. You will have access to this podcast, and you'll be able to join.
Every week,
and
Monday
if you're
through
lucky,
Friday, all you do is cry.
hiccup. You'll have access to this very podcast. You'll have the opportunity to join and ask some questions, and you can watch Raw and SmackDown. We don't do NXT here. You can watch Raw and SmackDown here in the server with everyone else. I think that's it.
All right.
Did I get everything?
Well, Hopefully, you guys will have a great rest of your night, and hopefully, you guys all enjoy Raw. And we'll catch you guys in the next podcast. Peace.